Okay, the Rebbe's Maamarim in Maamarim look at Chelik Daled. We're on page Shin Samach Zayin, Zayin. Okay, the Rebbe was explaining in the Rebbe's mashal that not only does the king receive everybody, but he even smiles at them. And he explained the difference is that the smiling is the level of the revelation of Yud Gimel Midas Rachmim that awakens the person to do that thing. He says Chay comes from the ultimate level of Tainug, the highest level of Elokus. So the Rebbe asked, if that's the case, then it's not coming from the person, which is Anila Deiti, but rather it's coming from Mumayla. So the Rebbe explains, no, really the essence of every Jew is really connected. Whether they do or they don't do, the essence of the Jew is connected to Elokus. So therefore, it's only a stimulation from above, but it's not actually making it happen. So he says now in Zayin, through this, that the 13 attributes of mercy awakens and reveals the real will of the Jew. In other words, Hashem is not making it happen from above because it's there. The essence of the Jew is connected. So he only stimulates it. Sharot and the Yisrael Balukus, that this will of the Yidden. Okay? Oh, 1 minute. We learned this. No, 1 second, yeah, but we didn't learn that much into it. 1 second. Okay, 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 you know what, it's mamish 5 lines, and let's go quickly. So then the Yud Gimel Mizrachim become greater. That's that the creation is for the Yidden. The Kavon is not only physical creation, but all the revelations. The Haidei Yud Gimel Mizrachim Mimakim Heichal Machus L'Soda. This, that the Yud Gimel Midas Rachmim are revealed in order to wake up the Jew. So now the purpose of the Yud Gimel Midas Rachmim is for the sake of the Jew. So when mission accomplished, the Yud Gimel Midas Rachmim become greater. So then it says, Mizgalu B'em Shakavon V'Shoshim. Okay, this is where we're up to now. So he said, V'Yashlakash is that we can connect this in what it says in Kehales, Melech L'Soda Nevat. That even a king is, so to speak, a servant to the field. Meaning, Shlomo Melech says, even a king gets his food from the field. That means the king basically needs the field, which is much lower than him. He can't exist from the palace. He needs to get food. Where's the food coming from? From the Soda. Shafilu Amelech. She'ein l'mayla mimenu, that even a king, which is nobody higher than him, mimenu navad l'soda. Why? Like it says, ki mimenu mechisai, like the Mefarshim and Kehalas explained, because he lives from the field. Who gives life and sustenance to the king? The field. Based on what it says in the Zayar, man melech, who do we mean? When the pasuk says, Melech l'soda never, the king is bound to the field. Which king are we talking about? He said, Damal Ke'ilah refers to the Eibishter, to Hashem. This Chabel l'soda that is connected to the field. In other words, the Zohar says that the pasuk that says a Melech is bound to the field means Hashem. Now, what does it mean Hashem is bound to a field? He says, Ki'aidei zem is gal. I'm sorry. That even the life, so to speak, of Hashem, through this, that the king comes into the field. Meaning, it's a remarkable concept. The Rebbe is explaining what the Zohar says, basically. Melech l'soda neva, Shlomo Melech says in Kehelis, the king is bound an eved to the field. Why? Because the king gets the food from the field. So the Zohar says that refers to Hashem. That means Hashem gets his sustenance kaviyachol from the field, which means through this that the king is melech basada in Elul. What happens? Aidei them is gal Shakavon bishvil Yisrael sheshashim me'atzmos reveals the fact that Yidden are rooted in the essence. The Rebbe explained before, based on the Rebbe's mashal, that when the king is in the field, this reveals the greatness of the Jew, that the Jew is coming from the essence of Hashem. When is that level revealed? When the Jews are behaving properly, it just shows that Torah mitzvahs of the Jews connect them to Hashem. Where do you see that even a Jew who doesn't do Torah mitzvahs, but he has an neshama which is chelek halakah mimal, it's rooted in the essence of Hashem, that's more so when the king comes into the field and desert where the people are not observing Torah mitzvahs. Even in the midbar, which is nachar sadav, nothing, there's no cultivation, there's no Torah mitzvahs. The guy's in a desert, a spiritual desert. Over there you see the greatness of a Jew just because he's a Jew. It's like what we learned, when Moshe Rabbeinu broke the luchos by the eagle, he broke the luchos. And we learned that Hashem said to him, thank you. Yasher kocha sheshibarta, the Gemara says in Slas Rashi and Chumash. What does it mean Hashem said to him, thank you for breaking the luchos? I mean, what type of thing is this? Because Moshe, they didn't know, Hashem knew, but Moshe Rabbeinu didn't know he's getting a second set of luchos. He thought that's it. So we learned already many times that Moshe Rabbeinu comes down from Har Sinai with the luchos, and he sees the Jews worshipping the eagle. Okay? Which basically means that right after Matan Torah, the Jews committed adultery. They went to other gods. Yeah? They committed adultery. They were married to Hashem by Matan Torah, and now they went and they married other gods. So, like the Medrash says, the marshal of a prince that committed adultery, the king had no choice but to kill him. Yeah? So, but the friend of the king came and ripped up the marriage contract, so he's not married, so he didn't commit adultery. So what did Moshe Rabbeinu do? So as we learned, the Rebbe explains that Moshe Rabbeinu comes down from Har Sinai. He sees the luchos, okay, the marriage contract. Now, he sees there's a choice here. Jews got to be killed, or Torah is going to be destroyed. I'm going to break the luchos, that's it. No more Torah. That he didn't know there was going to be second luchos. So Moshe Rabbeinu was faced with a dilemma. Who goes? Jews or Torah? Yeah? What did he do? He broke the Torah. That means if there's a choice of Jews or Torah, Jews stay and Torah doesn't stay. That's what you see clearly what happened by Har Sinai. Now, what Jews are we talking about? Not lofty tzaddikim of Jews. Okay, they're greater than Torah. They're talking about guys that worshipped idols. Right after Matan Torah, they worshipped idols. You're talking about the lowest of the lowest of the low, the real midbar. And Moshe Rabbeinu understood that Jews are greater than Torah. Where do you see that a Jew is greater than Torah? When a Jew is observing Torah, you don't see that, because you see his Torah observance. Where do you see that a Jew is connected to Hashem just because he's a Jew? When he's a midbar, when he's a sinning Jew. Then you see, Afal Pisha Chata Yisrael, that even though the guy sinned, he's still the Kedusha of a Yid. So where do you see the greatness of a Jew? When the king comes out into the field. That's where you see the greatness of a Jew. So the Rebbe is explaining that this is the sustenance of Hashem. When Hashem comes into the field and shows that the Jew who's in the midbar and Sada is still related and connected to Hashem on the highest of levels, that gives chayis kaviyachol to Hashem. You imagine what this is? A sinning Jew gives, the Melech comes into the field, as he says, and the king coming down into the field. That this shows, and that's why the Zohar says, what is Melech L'Sada Nevad? That the king gets sustenance in the field. It means Hashem. Where does Hashem get chayis? We say in davening every day, it's a pasuk in Tehillim, many places, but Tenu oiz lelukim. Give strength to God. Right? The Maggid said, Da mala maila mimoch. Simply pick your office. It means know what's above you. The Maggid said, Da, you should know. Mala maila, what's going on upstairs in mimoch, comes from you. Whether Hashem is in Golus or not, is up to us. When the Shechina is in Golus, right now, the Shechina is in Golus, the Shechina is suffering, Rashi says, right? Min ha-meitzar, the Batzar Lecha, when Hashem is in Golus, he's suffering. Hashem kaviyach, that's what the pasuk says. Yeah? Who put Hashem into Golus? Yeah. We did, not Hashem. Who takes Hashem out of Golus? We do. So who calls the shots? In other words, it sounds funny, but it's very simple. Not because mathematically it's that way. Hashem wanted, it's only because of Hashem, right? If Hashem didn't want it, it ain't going to happen. Hashem wanted that we call the shots. That's what Hashem wants. So therefore it happens that we control him. Whether he reveals himself or hides himself is up to us. Not up to anybody else. Huh? It's up to us. Now, therefore, whether the Melech Basod, by revealing the essence of the Jew, he shows that a Jew is rooted in the essence of Hashem. That gives chayis to know Eiz Lelakim, give strength to Hashem. How can we give strength to Hashem? Because Hashem lets us. Hashem wants it. So we give strength to Hashem. It's not because it's supposed to be that way. It has to be that way. Hashem wants us that way. Okay, now he says like this. Man melech. No, I'm sorry. Is sada is sada. The Zohar says there's sada d'kedusha and sada d'ul umazah. Yeah, by Yosef it says Yosef each sada. Yeah, and then you have melech l'sada nevad. So the Zohar says there's a sada of kedusha and there's a sada of evil. Good morning.
I'm not evil.
Huh? I didn't say you were. The Inyan Melech Basada Nevad, this that Shlomo Melech says. The king is bound to the field. Through this, that the king comes down into the field, is an elevation in the level of Melech, meaning the level of Malchus. Melech who beikad, he says how? Through this, that the Gili of Elul is higher than world. But generally speaking, it's the level of Melech Hilam. Here he says it's Zah, other places it's Keser, what it says. Ugam Yisrael Animtzoin, B'midbar V'sada. Of evil, this reveals the real will of the Jew to go out of sada, the lu'um of sada of evil, the sada de kedusha lahakbos pnei hamelech. In other words, until now the Jews are in the sada and the midbar. What sada and midbar are they of Ra, of Ulumazah, Esav sada, right? The level of klipa. The king comes into the field, the king's coming into the sada of kedusha. So by the king coming into the field, what happens is the Jews, from the level of sada of evil, of Esav, becomes melech basada of kedusha. So, and this actually gives chayes to Hashem. Why? Why does it give chayes to Hashem? Because Hashem created the world for a reason. He wanted a dira b'tachtainim, right? The Gedolim plays down here. Hashem created the lowest level of tachtainim. Hashem created the lowest level of the low. Yeah, tachtainim. Our job, that's how we become a shutaf l'Kadosh Baruch Hu. We learned the Jew does Torah mitzvahs, they become a partner to Hashem. How do you become a partner to Hashem? How do you become a partner to Hashem? in creation. The Gemara says many times, Nasal Shutav HaKadosh Baruch Hu B'Maaseh Bereishis. So it's very simple. Hashem created the Tachtainim, and we create the Dira. We bring a Lukus into the world. That we do. Now, when that mission is accomplished, the level of Nisav HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that if a taiva you don't ask any questions because it comes from the essence, then that level was fulfilled. In other words, who fulfills and makes the mission of Nisava fulfilled? That's us. We do it. How do we do it? When we're in Tachtainim, the lowest of the low, Shein Tachtun Lamata Imenu, in the level of Sada and Midbar. So over there, that's where we create the level of Dira B'Tachtainim. Because in Atzilus, there's no Dira B'Tachtainim. Because Atzilus is not Tachtainim. The level of Nisava, a taiva, that comes from the essence, it's not logical, there's no seichel, you can't ask any questions why. It's essence, that can only, the Alter Rebbe says in Tanya, you can say that the kavanah is the Olam Esal Yoinim. The Alter Rebbe says in Tanya the expression, Hayol v'lahen yeridam me'era yizbarech. Because Atzilus is only a gilui. It's not the essence of Hashem. Essence can be revealed. Whereas the essence revealed, dafke here, dafke in Midbar and Sada. So dafke by the Melech coming into the Sada becomes fulfilled the purpose of Nisava HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So therefore it, so to speak, accomplishes the accomplishment of Hashem.